How many machines did it take to...
Let's go here. Just to get the experience again. Where am I? Okay. Oh, I gotta kill this thing again. What's up here?
Outlander on the mountain!
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb. Can't go that way. I need to turn back.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
This is Song's Edge, biggest settlement in the cut.
These are dangerous lands, Outlander. Deadly, even.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command? Our shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now? The smoke from the mountain is worse today. A bad omen for the ritual.
Did the first time.
We haven't lost this many hunters.
How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command?
Ray's been gone a long time, but she will return. I must believe she will return. In times like these, we must not forget the importance of ceremony.
Our shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now?
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command?
Got one.
At least we still have Aratak to guide us.
You died on Thunderstone. Your songs will not be forgotten.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. It frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid? Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look.
I like
So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
Dang.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something, and you might get a place. Some Wericks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Wericks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
That guy who did the mocap for this is awesome.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
Have you ever heard of a man named
I'm not sure.
Conclave?
All the most, no idea how Araya's been. So if you want to know...
I want to know more about this Daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Berglund.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if
Say
Aratak
you
could tell
can.
me more about Araya or Thunderstrom. Might be worth a shot.
The smoke never stops rising from Thunderstrom. I'd march over to Stone Yield and take on those bandits myself if their leader didn't have that fiery cannon.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Araya knows about this Daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
Okay.
This Daemon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself.
I am.
It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Alright.
Did your Werik come from this place?
No, he rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. Prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Come on. Trust the coolie's instincts.
Sekuli's work is strange, but it is hers. She follows behind no other.
I've always wondered how the Tallneck got I don't know what's wrong with the traditional business.
Oseram encampments creep closer to Banuk lands. They should exercise.
Bro, I need blue gleam.
Some caution.
Nice. Found in nature.
We remember Banukai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen. Wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. "You bid me come," she said. "My people need aid. Will you provide it?" The machines whispered to Banukai. "We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must. But the cost will be great. Banukai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banukai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banukai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banukai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home, and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out. The machines were there to aid.
And his bandits at first, but then we found dead hunters. Their packs empty. I've no interest in the frozen tallneck. Living machines are looking to hunt.
There's a strange beauty. Frozen tallneck in the front of this.
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever-changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass. That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter. Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew. But a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments. Like none have seen. Have you always been a painter? I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
Oh. What is going on?
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them? Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are called to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
But now that those bandits have gotten their paws on it...
The cold keeps our hunters under.
Remember, Banukai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones.
We've no time to lose, translators.
The flood saw to that.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lalai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
I'll figure it out.
Water lapping.
One day, that's all I ask. One day of not worrying about what's happening with Thunderstrong. One thing you can say about these new machines, they will challenge us.
You'd never faced anything like the machines that got Thunderstrong.
Okay.
Smoke is always
I want to learn more
poured
about
from
how
the
this
mountain,
daemon
but these
affects the
days it
machines.
gushes.
I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear, I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified, with the help of the old ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
I love her.
I've heard the Norcan handle their bows.
Little pigment.
The bandits may have wormed it.
We work our fingers raw in the dye camps, but still, the hunters complain about the colors of their garments.
I can't spare the weight.
I'll go in here.
Bandits at Stonewall. We'll survive them. We've survived worse.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together this time.
Then we wait. But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watch tonight.
Hardy little plant. You'll help. Scratched a bit, but you'll last. Outlanders. Large outlanders.
The Oseram that tried to kill our Sun King? Traitors. That crazy Oseram tried to kill our Sun King.
May the sun grant you a portion of its wisdom, young
I hope
huntress.
this ceasefire lasts. Got no stomach for killing other Carja.
It was Derval. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable.
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. The sound of leaves rustling. It's comforting.
What the fuck is that?
Interesting. Maybe I could override it. building! If I can get to the tower... Stocking up. What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last. Are you Neltuk?
I've been observing that tower for hours. How the daemon's light pulses through it, repairing machines. You overcame it, just like that.
Kind of what I do. I'm looking for Aurea. Can you help me?
She's gone where only shamans can tread. She left in search of answers from the voice in the blue light. And yet, what she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her... I have faith she will hear the voice again.
Okay.
Alright, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
Goats and badgers.
This'll last. Safe. For a few minutes, anyway. Encased in ice. It fell a long time ago. The Gavin and the Nuke were protecting it. This tall neck was probably holy to them. Should have brought a cart.
The hunt brought me past Stone Yield today. Seems we have some unwanted visitors.
He
remember Banukai, when the old ones were fresh.
Stone is always forlorn. And these men...
A good life requires 3 things. A sharp spear, a warm tent.
No more music.
There are thousands.
After all the Mad Sun King put us through, we were meant to trust the Carja now?
Another day passing.
the fastest way.
I'm back again.
Few are as eager for the climb as you, Nora girl.
Yeah. I can't think why. I'll come back.
Mind that you do.
Blue veins. Or frozen machine fluid.
I can't afford any of these.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
So, no. I love you.
I love you too.
Weird. But I love
Police tower down. scanning for me. This is where it ends. Save these for the trail. Not built for mountain climbing, huh? Won't be hard to sell a chunk like this. rope's giving. I think I'm in the clear. Clever. I can get out of this. the scavengers. Should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head. All right, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path. wasn't a warning. One of the tall next parts. It's heavy. Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. Well, it's in better shape than it was. Okay, if I'm right, we just need to get the power flowing through again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching. That should wake you up. Easy now. Easy. Right, it's never easy. Now I need to climb that tall neck again. I'll need to find higher ground. This should be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck. Climb up to its head.
Very nice.
Got their attention?
Ooh. Campfires. Activating campfires.
Why'd he try to kill the Sun King? What reason do Oseram need for any... They do. I like to pace myself, and right now the pace is slow.
By the sun. A woman will leave the...
Good, we're good. Stop moving.
Good amount of food we nicked off this one. Let's go. Alright, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path. Trees are getting dense and tangled.
steer these new machines now. But please do your turn to
Hello there.
I thought I'd caught something. Turned out to be nothing
Right.
but a
I
rotten
guess I'm off to the ice wasps to find this shaman's power.
The daemon calls to the machines, sends them into a frenzy.
Never settle.
Alright. I guess I'm off to the ice wasps to find this
Stop
shaman's
saying
power.
that.
I mean, on top of all we've endured, we find ourselves as bandits.
Shall we see the machine?
Good for an old remedy.
That's the way to go. I have a bad feeling about this.
The crystal's sharp. Better watch my fingers. A fistful of blue beams worth braving the cold. too steep. Have to find another way.
I don't know. We got this. Wow, it's dark.
This must be the ruin Miles I was talking about. That dinner. Floated through it, she said. Alright, I guess I'm off the iceberg.
There we go.
Came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough. Must be the entrance to this den.
I don't like that.
These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
Maybe not. Maybe not right now. There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built. Ouch! Sorry.
Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Oops.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the den? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing?
Alright, so okay, like how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last actual people to ever see this place. Yeah. And you know something?
Piece is missing. Not getting in here without it. Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? These wires must run to the power source. The lock positions. Helpful. That Oseram must have forced his way through here.
Help! I've become trapped somehow! I'll buy the forge. I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here. This blasted door is stuck! This is a perfect opportunity to do a good deed and clear your conscience for whatever... Oh!
Are you alright?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. My forge gone cold.
But nope! Nope! Not old Gildan.
You're... welcome? Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to... flood a little. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gildan. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
Rough waters. No way I'd be able to swim.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors? You know, I'm reminded of a delve I undertook out near the claim. Stone ruin, cloud tall, and lake wide. It's been 15 months since that monstrosity, but no walls. Great stone columns bearing the weight of the level above. Filled out with row upon row of those enormous rusted out old world carts. You know the ones with their 4 wheels? Drive straight through 100 of those carts. The only things I've ever seen inside are birds.
Nice cutlery. Uh-oh.
Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin!
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Huh? Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate! A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further.
This is a fun little mission.
I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. Now, how are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around. See what I can find. Looks like I could jump across on that rickety, rusting platform. Might find a way up.
Nice jump! Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous! Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! Club sellouts and runaway cowards! We see Cut it! I forgot the words. Tim! Shells, we started off so strong and then it all just imploded. Well, that's sort of my MO. No. Go heavy stuff. Switching gears. Band name. We need one.
I mean, far be it from me to tell you how to fling yourself around. You obviously possess more expertise than I.
Alright.
Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Look out below.
Now, we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you'd take the valve on the other side.
It's set up the same way on this side. I should look for an access tunnel.
This is my sort of delve. 1,000 little problems to solve. 1,000,000 minute and invisible facts. My father used to say to me, he called me Gilbert. Gilbert used to say to me, don't make the delve harder than it needs to be. The best delves are done in half the time it takes a campfire to sputter out. Now, my father was a great man, but dead wrong when it came to choosing a rubric by which to judge delve fun. Find yourself stuck, then unstuck. Prepare, then proceed. Get lost, find it. That's what makes the delve.
Uh-huh, Gildan. Okay, Gildan, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Yep.
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again.
Hang on, okay? I've got a plan.
I can't jump straight to the counterweight from here. But I could climb higher, get above it.
The drop's too far, girl! Oh! Control falling. Very clever.
Going down.
Almost low enough to jump.
You can make it! Let's see another one of those mad leaps!
Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now then, where's that ring?
Good question.
Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan!
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way!
What if that snap maw swallowed that ring around? Just gobbled it right up.
We'll find out after I've killed it. It's dead.
Marvelous. So, the, ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, I can't look.
my MO. No heavy stuff. Switching gears. Band name. We need one.
You were right. This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils. Ooh, what's in here? More old world treasures, perhaps? This place is full of surprises. Should we have a look?
Didn't you want to get into the storage room?
I do.
Okay, Shells.
Fervently.
Shells, we're not focusing on that right now.
Well,
Recording, okay?
I got time
We're
to
not
poke
even
my
in
nose
the
in if you
meeting.
do.
Sort of counts for practice, right? Merch. We need merch. Stickers! You're not a real band until someone vandalizes government property with your sticker.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be... a little much for me.
Don't worry. I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
Can't carry more.
You got a competent mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Not old Gildan.
That didn't help. The water can't pass through. That's not quite right.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it?
afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
Looks like I'm on the right track.
Been at this a while, girl. No room to judge, mind. I once spent half a day flummoxed by a Karja puzzle box.
There. One step closer. Something's not right. Getting there. The water's flowing, just not where it needs to. Should do it. We should head back. See if that took care of the rest of the water.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. Guess it had sealed because of the flooding. This must go down to the lower level. Ugh, it stinks down here. Looks like that's everything.
Smell that?
I should head back up with Gildan.
Smells like a forge-side morning in Acclaim.
See? Check this out! We could just bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that, or...? Totally! Like, what about after the... Oh, sorry. Just a sec. Laura?
Those drainage pipes lead into another room. Wonder what's in there.
Hey! Laura!
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room... Would you look at that? Ha! You've drained this place completely! Could be that this old ruin is hiding a few more secrets down below. Of course, that storage room still awaits our perusal.
See? Check this out! We could just bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that, or? Totally! Like, what about after the... Oh, sorry. Just a sec. Laura? I need you to take a break. Laura? Hey! Laura!
You're headed, homie. I have no idea.
Easier when I was a kid.
Alright, so okay, like, how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last actual people to ever see this place. Yeah.
I can't wait, I can't wait!
These numbers should have something to do with the position of the dials.
What, what are you doing with your hands there, girl?
I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
I mean, this is it. We get to play together, what, maybe 2 more times? Nah, shit. Farewell tour! Reunion tour in like 6 months. Fans do it all the time. For our adoring fans, it's not that hard to stay in touch, Shelley. We could practice in holospace. People always say that.
Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure. Right there in the window. I was... course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gildan. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, well. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make. Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the forge! You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gildan.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon? Whew, you're braver than me. But there was no question of that. You go on ahead. I'm gonna stand right here and bask in our victory for a while.
Water's lower. And going by that sound, I think Laolai's already at the din. trees are thick. The sound's getting louder. Actually, they're kidding about the sound.
Live from the illustrious Overflow Basin Studios, it's Concrete Beach Party! A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4! For sellouts and runaway cowards, we've seen your type before. You remove us from the premises, but it's us who's showing you the door. You make the world so hard to live in. Gotta act like we shouldn't crave a spot. But if we're not good enough for your world, we think your world can rock. Trapped in a circuit of hell, we still know why.
You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned them by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back. Thank you for draining the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude. Let's see. What shall I play next? The echoes are different off whetstone. Sound is warmer.
You're a little crazy.
just the Banuk who are precious jewels.
The smoke from Thunder's drum spread out and covered the whole world.
None of the... Southern tribes rival the Banuk as hunters, but some are skilled.
Don't let the others intimidate you, Outlander. If the Banuk cannot tolerate outsiders, we don't deserve to survive. We brought a first-timer on the hunt today. Should have seen the look of pride on his face.
Okay.
Decent.